Good afternoon, everyone. We are back. We are back. Yes, that's right. We're at this again. We're at this again. Can't get rid of us. Show number 51. This is the Quarantine Concert Series. I'm your host, Kabir Segal, and we're binge hosting shows for you because all the gigs have gone away. I want to give a big shout out to the team, Sandra and Camilo, great tech team. We celebrated our 50th, not only our 50th birthday, but our anniversary of working together. And we still like each other. There's no fighting. There's been no squabbles behind the scenes. We're one big happy familia. That's the word of the day, familia. Actually, there's another word of the day. All right, so what are we doing? By now, you know, all the gigs have gone away, all the concerts have gone away. It's really tough out there for the creative community. I saw one estimate that it's going to be a $9 billion impact to the arts. All these concerts have gone away. And, as a sector, the creative economy contributes to about 4% of the U.S. gross domestic product. So as you think about it as a big whole, the arts are an important industry. We need to keep them supported. And, Carnegie Hall, I saw they've canceled gigs into 2021. Some gigs, like the mayor of Los Angeles said, he's not going to have large events, stadiums, concerts, probably not until 2021. So we don't know how long we're going to be operating in this environment. This may be the new normal. So we'll keep doing this as long as we can. And that's why if you're out there and you like an artist, reach out to them, check out their website, buy their stuff, go buy their merchandise. There's always been a link between patrons and artists going back to like the church and musicians back in the Middle Ages. So it's important to support artists, and also not just the artists, there's all kinds of people in the creative community who are also having a tough time of it. That's the bookers, the promoters, the managers, the whole ecosystem of people who are involved in making you happy through the music during the year. And these artists share their love and their virtuosity and their mind, body, and soul with us. And this is an effort, this Quarantine Concert Series is an effort to put the spotlight back on the people who deserve it, the people who keep us full of emotion throughout the year, and to help lift their spirits as well. So let's do this together. And that's what's up with the Quarantine Concert Series. We're here at 10 p.m. Eastern every single night. We do matinee shows. As you know, I broadcast live from my parents' house in Atlanta, and they take an afternoon nap on Saturdays and Sundays. But as you maybe hear from the creaking upstairs, they're not quite sleeping. I think my mom's secretly watching. So hi, Mom. She loves watching children's artists, especially because she's a children's book author. She always wants to know who's on the show. And I said, oh, we have a wonderful artist today. And so she was really excited. All right, so that's what's up. I also want to give a big shout out to All About Jazz, our distribution partners. Check them out. 1995, the website got started. They do all kinds of great journalism there. They featured this series recently. So if you want to learn about what goes on behind the scenes, check out that article, All About Jazz. Also, we have we've also done something. We started a quarantine film series. I recently finished my first movie, and I realized that there's all these film festivals that have been canceled. So we do morning chats with directors who've created movies that have been accepted into top festivals like South by Southwest, Tribeca Film Festival. So we have a few interviews lined up this week. We usually do them at 10:30 in the morning because I don't have a life. We do a show in the morning, we do a show at night. And so check out my social media to get notified and when those conversations are happening with wonderful directors who are also, of course, artists who have had their careers interrupted as well. All right, so the word of the day, we do a music word of the day. Might as well raise the music IQ. There will be a pop quiz at the end of this. Music word of the day is buffo. Buffo, comic, humorous in the style of a singer that takes comic parts in the opera, like an opera buffo. All right, so that's the quiz. Hopefully we won't get too buffo during this show, but that's the quiz. You're going to be asked at the end of this. Whoever can answer what the word of the day is will get a special prize, all right? Those of you who watch the whole thing get a special prize. All right, where can you find us? Find us on the Facebook. Find us on the Twitter. Find us on the very delicious Instagram. Cracker goes nicely with marshmallows. You can make a s'more out of it. Very nice. For those of you watching Instagram, I'm now the Tiger King right now. And on LinkedIn, if you're looking for a job, 1 out of 5 Americans have lost their jobs. 1 out of 5 have lost their jobs because of this pandemic. If you're looking for a job on LinkedIn, I'm sorry that we interrupted your job search, but also be with us in the moment because we're going to return you back to your job search, motivated, inspired, and totally encouraged with this uplifting music you're going to hear today. So that's the journey we're going to go on together. We're also on YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. So if you're the one person watching on Twitch, we went yesterday was our first show on Twitch. Now it's our second show on Twitch. If you're watching on Twitch, this show goes out to you. All right. I think that's it. And then if you want to be an artist on the show, hit me up Facebook or Instagram. Bit of a waiting list, but we'll try to get you on. And always fireworks. There's always fireworks. But it's not me who brings the fireworks. You know who brings the fireworks? This artist we're about to bring on. She brings the fireworks because when I heard her music, you just want to dance. It's very exciting. It's educational. It's uplifting. And you're going to be just blown away. I know some of you already know who she is, but if you're meeting her for the first time, you're going to be mesmerized. And I listened to two of her albums in full now, one of them this morning, and was just sort of blown away with the craft and the songwriting and the everything's done at such a high level. The production, we're going to learn about how and who's responsible for the production. So please welcome to the show the wonderful, remarkable virtuoso, Nathalia. Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿cómo estás?
¿Podemos hacer todo esto en español?
Sí, sí, sí. I want to entertain people. I don't want to ruin everyone's understanding of Spanish with my Spanish. But yo practico. Today's actually my 280th day of straight on Duolingo. I'm big into streaks, if you haven't noticed. So
Yes.
so welcome.
Tabs.
Yeah, exactly. So tell me first, where are you broadcasting from today?
From our living room in north part of LA.
You have sunshine in your living room. It's beautiful.
We do. It gets very warm sometimes.
You have a cloud over. Is that Brian?
That is Brian.
Brian, why is there a cloud over your head? You're usually someone who seems very uplifting. You're feeling sad right now?
I like the shade.
Like the shade. Okay. All right. Very good. So tell me first, how is quarantine life impacting you?
Well, like every other musician, all our gigs have been canceled. So that part has been hard, and it's been an adjustment trying to learn the virtual world of performing and the technology part of it, which is tricky. So that's one. The other aspect is we run an early childhood music program, and we have employees that are not working. We feel responsible because, we want to provide these opportunities for them, and now having to figure out, what ways we can change the dynamic in our lessons so that we can incorporate them as well. So that has been tough. We also have 2 children. So between all of this and trying to balance their online schooling, that has been a real challenge. So
I believe
a
it.
lot.
What is a life like in the day of Natalia and Brian? How do you pass your days?
Um, okay, setting up during the week, setting up our little one with the online, with a computer that, we're grateful that we got from the school, but it keeps logging off and it keeps dealing with his frustration while both of us also trying to figure out, okay, today what do we have? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna learn? What's our new route? We've also been working on web series. We're producing these web series. So like you can see, this is our living room. This is our curtain that we've painted cardboards and stuff. So there's a lot of painting and crafting that we've been doing. We also have a green screen in our garage. So we've created these educational web series that are on YouTube or IGTV, trying to reach out to little ones that maybe, or teachers that are looking for that online content to be fun and educational. So we're just providing those videos that we've been creating. And again, kind of like our music, we take pride in producing. So we edit and re-edit and take another shot of whatever it is that we're trying to make. So yeah, between managing and our teenager, we actually don't see her ever. She locks herself in the room. So I don't know. I have no clue what's up with her.
Gotcha. She may be watching. Well, we'd love to hear something. What would you like to begin your performance with today?
I would love to start with Baila Conmigo. And Baila Conmigo, so I want to see you dancing on that side. Yeah, perfect dance moves. That's on point. So And it talks about the power of music, which is perfect of what you're doing, you know, just creating this outlet for musicians. But we all know that music connects us and transports us. And if we're feeling gloomy, if anything, we can jam out to a song that we like and then go elsewhere. So this one's called Baila Conmigo, and whoever's watching is more than welcome to join me and dance. Dicen que nos ayuda a conectar, sentir por igual lo que no podemos explicar. It makes me feel so free when I close my eyes and get lost in the rhythm. Me siento libre así, cierro mis ojos y me pierdo en el ritmo. When I hear the music I wanna move, takes me to a place that I never want to leave. Ven, baila conmigo, me transporta a otro lugar. Es la música que me hace feliz. Come and dance with me. You can clap to the beat. Hey, hey. Some say that it can make a change, take you to a place in time, help you get away. Dicen que te puede hacer cambiar, transportarte a otro lugar, te ayuda a escapar. It makes me feel so free when I close my eyes and get lost in the rhythm. Me siento libre así, cierro mis ojos y me pierdo en el ritmo. When I hear the music I wanna move, takes me to a place that I never want to leave. Ven, baila conmigo, me transporto a otro lugar. Es la música que me hace feliz. Come and dance with me. Con las palmas, wherever you are, Kabir. Go. Side to side, side to side. Baila conmigo, no te detengas. Alza los brazos, mueve las piernas. Deja que la música que suena te sube y te baja y te dé media vuelta. Oh, pa' que te entiendas que el ritmo que yo tengo tiene sabor y qué rico movimiento. Oye, te digo, todos unidos, bailando juntos es todo más divertido. When I hear the music I wanna move, takes me to a place that I never want to leave. Ven, baila conmigo, me transporta a otro lugar. Es la música que me hace feliz. Come and dance with me. Eo, 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 eo. Baila conmigo. Eo, 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 eo. Baila conmigo. Oh, we haven't heard the applause.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
So
thank you,
good.
Thank you.
so
I
good.
love you. Oh, it's ongoing. Oh, cheers.
Applause, por favor. Applause, por favor. You guys know, watching at home, the more applause you put up on the screen, the longer I applaud for. There we go. Here's Jeannie. You're gonna get at least 30 seconds out of this one. Yeah. Shirley's like, thank you for the happy, upbeat tune, Nathalia and Brian. Muy excelente. Yeah. Tell us where you're applauding from. Tell us, I'm in Atlanta. We have Atlanta, Los Angeles. If you're watching at home, tell us where you are. We got some applause.
Wow.
Shambu calls it wonderfulness. Juan Carlos is in the house. Juan Carlos is bringing out the emojis. Check that out. It's like a whole,
Juan
whole.
Carlos, gracias, Juan Carlos.
See, Juan Carlos from Indiana's in the house. Yeah, see. This is a daily ritual between Juan Carlos and me. He loves you. He loves you guys. All right, Juan. I think I've done you justice. I am your. Oh, now Juan's giving you hearts. We have some love from New Jersey in the house. See, Juan Carlos wants me to give you flowers right now. I think we gotta wait till the end, man. You have to wait for that one. All right. That was a wonderful song. All right, simmer down, and
Wow.
let's not get too.
What an educated public you've got going on.
Yeah. Let's not get too buffo on this concert series. So, all right, that was wonderful. Tell me, let me get this rocking. Okay, so tell me, all right, I want to know about, I was listening to on the radio, your album. Let's put that up on the screen. Tell me about that project. What was the concept behind it? Why'd you want to put that project together? And walk me through the production process of it.
Of course. So one of the things that we love doing is just trying out new genres. And I think when you write children's music, it's perfect because you can just, do rock, do pop, do something a little Latin and just cater it, the lyrics to the younger audience, but you can explore different genres. So I know children's music is like a genre within itself, but within that, we can explore more. And I think that's what we love doing as musicians. So I'm speaking closer to the mic. I did see that. Is that better?
It sounds great. You can talk right into the microphone.
Right into the microphone. I forgot. I'm sorry. So in La Radio, we explored different songs. So we did bluegrass, which I had never sang before. So I had to listen to a lot of bluegrass because I did not grow up with that. I'm Colombian. So I grew up with merengue and salsa and cumbia and all these Latin rhythms. And my husband is American. So he grew up with a different style of, jazz and rock and he's familiar with all that. So bluegrass was new and I had to just listen to a lot. I couldn't get the twang in my voice. I was like, I don't know how to sing that way. So that was one of the ones we did. What else did we do in La Radio? We did it like an urban cumbia, which is called Luna Lunera, but that's, close to my Colombia because I love my cumbia. And we did this one, Baila Conmigo's there. We also, what's another style that we explored?
You did vallenato.
Oh, we did vallenato, but that's also Colombian. So anyways, we chose En La Radio as the name because it was like flipping through the stations. Now, you didn't get to see that on Spotify, but had you had the album has in every so other songs, you have like switching through radio stations, like little clips of switching through radio stations. So it makes you feel like you're just changing, tuning in into another radio station. So it's the one where you'll hear more accordion and so forth. So.
Got it. So for some of the bluegrass, a question on Instagram asking you, what bluegrass artist did you listen to learn about the art form?
Okay, so I'm gonna do the shout out to my friend Andrea Hammond, who's brilliant artist, and she literally, I met with her and I sat with her to just listen, and she did a little vocal coaching with me as well. She's amazing. You should check her out, Andrea Hammond. But I listened to, oh my God, I'm gonna be terrible. I'm terrible. I'm terrible with artists. Huh? Alison Krauss. And then literally I just had like Spotify bluegrass, random, and like for like 2 weeks just have a shuffle play, and if I didn't like the song, then skip it, and then if it didn't have the style that I wanted, skip it. But Spotify shuffle, that was my my go-to.
Yeah. Also, another question coming in: what kind of guitar are you playing right now?
Okay. It's a GS Mini. It's a Mini Taylor. And I chose a mini guitar because I'm really short. And if I use a normal guitar, it looks really weird. So when I went shopping, I went looking for all the mini guitars out there so that I would look average size.
Got it. Got it. So, I mean, it looks, yeah, I can't even tell. It looks like in proportion. Yeah.
It looks proportional.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, this is actually a mini guitar.
Awesome. All right, cool.
And I look really tall too because Brian's off in the back.
That's
too.
right, Brian's-
So the perspective.
Brian's below the
got
cloud in the shade. We do have some people. A lot of people watching from Arizona, from Indiana. Have you played in some of these places? Have you ever played in Arizona or Indiana or New Jersey?
I have not played there. And this is one of the things that this quarantine has affected us is we were, looking to expand and, go new places. Every summer we try, and because we have kids when we tour, we take our kids with us. So we're always trying to figure out where we're gonna go. But we have played in New York, we've played in Boston, we've played in Washington State, Oregon State, Texas.
So everyone watching, if you don't hear your state being called, you need to reach out to Nathalia.
Yes.
When this is done, and we need to get her to your neighborhood. I'm talking to you, Pamela, in Queen Creek, Arizona. I'm talking to you, Juan Carlos, in Indiana. I'm talking to Shirley in New Jersey. Let's bring Nathalia and Brian. Let's get Brian out of the shade and into the sun in Arizona. All right, let's bring him out. Hopefully, this is situation's over soon. What would you like to play next for us?
I would actually do Luna Lunera. So if you hear the recording, it's a cumbia. It might not sound necessarily as a cumbia with a guitar and the drum set. However, it's all in Spanish, and it's kind of like an ode to the moon. And I wanted to just translate a little bit so you get a sense of what the song is about. There's so many lullabies about the moon and songs about the moon, and I've always loved it, so I wanted to write something for it. So it says, "Moon, beautiful moon, I've sang to you since I was young." It says, "Moon, precious moon, you are the faithful companion of the earth and a wizard of the waves, of the ocean, of the tides. Constant moon, you're always elegant, and you're the light at night. Crescent moon, you're always smiling. Full moon, you're always serene. And, grandiose moon, you're always mysterious," and so forth. So you might hear some of these words and be able to assimilate them to English. So here it goes, Luna Lunera. Let me not trip on this. Luna, luna bonita, te estoy cantando desde chiquita, porque es que en mi Barranquilla tú tienes algo de maravilla. Luna, luna preciosa, para mí siempre la más hermosa, de la tierra fiel compañera, de las olas una hechicera. Luna, luna constante, siempre radiante, tan elegante, cuidas el sueño del mundo entero, luz en la noche de los viajeros. Luna, luna curiosa, también un poco caprichosa, a veces quieres salir de día, llenar a todos con tu alegría. Luna creciente, tan sonriente, ay luna llena, siempre serena. Luna menguante, ay luna nueva, todos le cantan a ella. Luna lunera, luna cascabelera, quiere ser la más bella, brillar más fuerte que las estrellas. Luna que a veces te oculta, guarda secretos del que te busca, testigo de mil locuras, de las noches más oscuras. Luna creciente, tan sonriente, ay luna llena, siempre serena. Luna menguante, hay luna nueva, todos le cantan a ella. Okay, con las palmas. If you know how to cumbia, Kabir, you have to move your hips. You can see my hips, my guitars are covering it. But I see you, you're moving. Ay, mira luna que la noche crece. Ay, mira luna que tú estás sonriente. Ay, mira luna que en tu luz yo bailo. Ay, mi lunita que por ti yo canto. Ay, mira luna que la noche crece. Ay, mira luna que tú estás sonriente. Ay, mira luna que en tu luz yo bailo. Ay, mi lunita que por ti yo canto. Luna lunera, luna cascabelera, luna de corazones, luna de mil amores. Luna lunera, luna cascabelera, luna de corazones, luna de mil amores. Cantando a la luna, como ella ninguna. Cantando a la luna, como ella
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
There we are again. Beautiful. Oh, look at all those names. He went through the whole cycle. Juan Carlos. He's got it all. Wow. La ola, la ola, la ola, la ola. Are you also being the moon right now, Kabir? Just going over.
A lot of love out there. Juan Carlos is bringing the claps. Look at that.
Beautiful. It's been over a month since we've heard so much clapping.
Basically, whatever emoji's on the screen, I'll do it.
Oh,
Look at the-
okay.
These are the hearts.
What is that other one? I can't see it. Your heart emoji. I'm sorry, Kabir. Looks like you're like doing the monkey thing.
It's the beginning of
maybe-
YMCA.
maybe
Hey, Sonia,
it is.
Sonia de los Santos is in the house.
Hola, Sonia. Un
Hola.
besote.
So really, how do you make it look so easy would be the next question. No, the real question is, I want to know about the process. You were talking about the process a little in Soundcheck about writing and the production process. So how do you divide and conquer?
So I'm always thinking about song ideas. I work with kids all the time. So they say the randomest things. And I think that the way they see this world is something that we really need to capture. And not only that, but, you know, I have kids myself. So I want to capture what's going on with them, you know, or what they're feeling or anything, their environment through song. It's bilingual because I'm Colombian and he's American. So it's basically a reflection of our home. And then the way the process works is I'm just driving around or I'm between classes in my preschools and I think about something and like some idea and I quickly sing it into my phone. La 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 la, whatever it is that comes to mind with my 3 chords, something like that. And then I come home and I'm like, Brian, I have this awesome idea for a song. And he takes it to another level because he rearranges it and harmonizes it. And then he's like, this is the style we're going to use. This is what we're going to do. What do you think? And then we kind of talk back and forth like, no, but I didn't envision it that way, or whatever it is. We talk about it. So communication is key here. And and then I have to kind of relearn my song after it gets significantly improved by Brian. Like, yeah, actually produced by Brian. Then I have to relearn it. And
And your brother.
and my brother also produces the some of the more Latin sounding ones. And he's also an amazing, his name is Shafiq Balis. He's an amazing producer. He's a genius. So between these two musical geniuses, I've got my work cut out in trying to be a better musician and stand up to the level of amazingness that they do with my ideas.
Yeah, sounds like a great process. Brian, what digital audio workstation do you create in?
I use Logic.
Logic.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Logic.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Very logical to use Logic.
Very logical.
Question for you also. People want to know, what jersey are you wearing?
This is Colombia.
Colombia.
It's La Selección Colombia. We're very
Right.
proud here.
Los Cafeteros.
Yeah.
I have, I think, maybe 10 jerseys from Colombia. Every time my in-laws come, they bring me a new one, which I
Got
love.
it. Very cool. Yeah, I know. I know Camilo's excited. Our sound man. There's some solidarity in the house with Colombia. Tell me about the topics you decide to, because there's part of children's music is obviously entertaining. There's also part that's educational. How do you navigate that? I don't know if it's really attention, but the duality of not wanting to be too didactic, but then again, maybe you want to convey some lessons. So how do you teach through music in a responsible and fun manner?
Well, I think the most important part for me is they need to have fun. So it has to be fun and engaging. If it's not fun, it's not going to really work out. Children learn by playing. So if they're not playing, then they'll lose their attention. So the way I make it is I just want to have fun. Let's just make music. And then learning will just naturally happen. I do have, certain things to keep in mind, in the concepts, but I want them to rhyme. I want them to work musically. So, I'll have my song idea, but then I'm like, okay, so how can I insert some educational aspects into this? But bottom line, it's a fun aspect. And it's not always about a concept that I'm educating. Like I do have a song about the planets, a song about the rain and the water cycle actually, but it doesn't quite sound like I'm singing about the water cycle. It's more like I'm having fun singing about the rain. But sometimes it's just a message that I want to convey. Like I want them to be heard. I want them to feel important. I want them to know that it doesn't matter where they come from. They can participate. They can listen. They can dance however they want to. There's no right or wrong way of engaging in music. So I think that's the process in that sense.
Yeah.
Fun.
Over on LinkedIn, Jayakar Sodagiri, he's an assistant professor at the Delhi School of Economics in India. So he's checking it out, wanting to know, who would you like to collaborate with? Would you ever do a cross-cultural collaboration with artists from, let's say, a non-Spanish background, non-Latin background?
Completely. We were just talking. We did this beautiful lullaby, especially as moms right now are holding their little ones thinking, what are we going to do? How is this going to work? So we did this lullaby, and I thought, it's really short because, it's a lullaby. And I thought, I would like this to be sang in every language. In every, so every mom can sing it and just wish and hope and, just have this comfort that a lullaby has. So yeah, there's plenty that I'd like to collaborate, and I've done with Marceli Berger. We did a Christmas holiday song, Navidad Latina, and because Brazil is in Latin America and they don't speak Spanish, Marceli Berger sang in Portuguese, and it was fantastic. It was so much fun to have her. So yes, I'm open to more languages because it's fun and it's a learning experience for me. Maybe
Yeah,
it's for
yeah.
me.
Are
I'm not
you
sure.
familiar with Jose Feliciano? Guy
Yes.
wrote. Yeah, so we just had the director on who did his movie, and it'd be fun for you to do a collaboration with him. Maybe get
That
Jose
would
and you
be-
together.
That would be
We-
super awesome. That would be like
Let's put it out into the world.
yes. Thank you,
Frank, if you're
Javier.
watching, let's make this collaboration happen.
Yes,
And,
Frank. I'm here.
Frank's the director of that wonderful movie. Cool. What would you like to perform for us next?
Want to shine?
Shine?
A little bit different, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So back to what I was talking about, just the message, right? The message that I want to send. This one is about being whoever you want to be, that you can shine, that you're a rock star. Maybe there's a rock star filter, Kabir, on your Instagram since you're playing around with it.
I have the sun.
You have the sun. Well, you're shining, I guess.
Exactly.
I talk about a star though, but
Okay. I'll look
but
for
it's
it.
okay. It's shining nonetheless. You're shining.
Okay.
Tú puedes brillar. Tú puedes brillar. Tú puedes brillar. There comes a time when we aren't so sure. Feeling that's insecure. Isn't it funny how we hide what we want to share? Afraid that no one cares. It's okay 'cause we're one and the same. From different places and with different names. With hearts that beat like a drum. Let the rhythm take you to a place where you can be you, I can be me. We can be anything we wanna be. Tú puedes ser tú, yo puedo ser yo. Sin miedo a mostrarle al mundo lo que soy. Tú puedes brillar, shine, shine como una estrella. Let the rhythm guide you. Baila como quieras. Just be true to your heart. Escucha tu corazón. Rock it out wherever you are. Tú puedes brillar, shine, shine como una estrella. Let the rhythm guide you. Baila como quieras. Just be true to your heart. Escucha tu corazón. Tú puedes brillar. 'Cause you're a rock star. Tú puedes brillar. That's right. Tú puedes brillar. Oh, you got the shades on. Tú puedes brillar. Don't be afraid. Come on and give it a shout. Hands up high so you can let it all out. Move your body to the beat. Let the rhythm take you to a place where you can be you, I can be me. We can be anything we wanna be. Tú puedes ser tú, yo puedo ser yo. Sin miedo a mostrarle al mundo lo que soy. Tú puedes brillar, shine, shine como una estrella. Let the rhythm guide you. Baila como quieras. Just be true to your heart. Escucha tu corazón. Tú puedes brillar, shine, shine como una estrella. Let the rhythm guide you. Baila como quieras. Just be true to your heart. Escucha tu corazón. Tú puedes brillar.
That was awesome. You made me dance so much that my my power converter came out. Let's plug back in here. Wow. You got me. I'm taking out my own rig.
You're going crazy. You're going wild.
Yeah, exactly. That was beautiful. All right. Let me
Settle down, your audience. Settle down.
settle down. They all stop on time. They're a great, well-trained audience.
Yes, they are.
One beautiful message. Hermosa mensaje. We got some smiley faces. Jean Rose. If anyone has a question for Natalia or Brian, please ask, and I will get them to opine. No topic is off limits. No topic is off limits. So please ask, and we will make sure it's attended to. So I do want to ask about the composition process for your next. Are you working on new material now? Or are you working on, because we're sort of in quarantine, what's the creative process like for you today?
So between doing the web series that we mentioned, um, we're also um, having to teach differently. So I found myself like making up songs on the spot for this new class that I'm teaching or for this new thing. So I think some ideas are popping in from there. We were working and kind of continue to work.
Two
We're doing
albums.
on two albums. So one is kind of like en la radio, where it's that mixture of songs and genres and everything. But we're also working on a younger album for like that lullaby would be there and songs that moms and preschool, like just preschool, would use in class.
Yeah.
So maybe those would be slightly more on the educational side. Still fun. We'd never want to veer off from producing like
Yeah.
crazy and then collaborating with amazing musicians, because bottom line, it's the musicians that participate in it and bring, you know, their musicianship. They're just awesome. So
Yeah, yeah.
they make us sound good. It's like I said, Brian makes me sound good, and then everybody that sings and plays and works on the albums just brings it to another level.
100%.
So I'm just
So,
grateful to them.
yeah, Bernard in Belgium says you have so much confidence and stage presence. He is an aspiring singer-songwriter. He wants to know if you have any advice for getting over stage fright and channeling your energy on the stage.
I think fear is energy, and that stage fright is energy. And I thank you for thinking that or saying that I look confident. Um, to be quite 100% honest, I'm 100% terrified. And that is the truth. Before any show, before anything, I'm a nervous wreck. And I have to be like, breathe. I used to have a note say over here that would say slow down or breathe, because I would forget to breathe. It slowly gets better. It's just doing it. It's just grab that energy. Nobody else knows. You think I was looking pretty confident. Interviews scare me. So, because I ramble when I'm nervous. Am I rambling now, Javier?
No,
No, I'm kidding.
yeah.
So, anyways, to answer your question, that fear, that's just energy. So you just have to channel it and go for it. The more you do it, the more you'll be like, oh, okay, I did not die.
That's
Bottom
right.
line. So none of it ends up in you dying really up on stage.
Yeah.
Unless you actually do because you had a heart attack, and that would be terrible. But
Totally. Speaking of no fear, those of you at home have no fear in checking out Natalia's website, nataliamusic.com. Check it out. She has all her albums up there. If we can, let's get some of the other albums up on the screen so you can see what you have in store on the website. Also, check her out on Facebook, social media, Instagram, Twitter. Subscribe to her channel so you can be notified. There's your wonderful album From Here to There, which is, I think that was 2012.
that was the first one.
That's the debut album.
That was
That's-
a total trial to see what would happen.
How about this one? Dream a Little.
Dream a little. We thought about it more. We definitely produced it more. We're like, okay, that went well. From Here to There went well. Let's keep going. So
Yeah.
that was super fun to do.
Yeah.
And
So,
that's us.
and there's your next one.
When I was your age. So in this one, I kind of reminisce a little bit about the things in my childhood to share. You know, as a parent, sometimes you're telling your own stories to your children, which, just whatever adventures I had or things that I connect with my kids. So, for example, in that album, I have a song about math. And my daughter was struggling with math, like literally having a meltdown. And I was done trying to look for the YouTube tutorial that was going to help me on that. And I literally just grabbed the guitar and sang about how math can be sucky. Like,
Yes.
that
next-
sometimes we can't figure it out. So
Yes. And next time you have a math issue, call our guest last night, Edmar Castañeda. A wonderful harp player, but also a math instructor.
oh, I
Who
had
would've
no
thought?
clue he was a math instructor. I know him. He's also Colombian. He's amazing. Edmar.
Edmar, yeah, math
Yeah.
instructor. He homeschools his children. He's the math teacher.
I know
So-
they homeschool, And I say homeschooling is quite the challenge, and I really admire everybody that has been doing the homeschooling.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
all of you looking for math help at home, check out Edmar's website. I want him to get a ton of requests asking to solve algebra problems. See, let's flood him with math questions. All
He's
right?
not going to be playing harp. He's going to be teaching math.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we'd love to hear another one. What would you like to do next?
Iguana?
Speaking of stories,
Yeah, yeah. So basically, back to that album, Cuando era pequeña, this is a real story. So, what animals do you have in your backyard, Kabir? Or like friendly little visitors in your backyard?
We have a lot of birds, and we have some rabbits, and we have a deer every once in a while.
Oh, that's super cute. We don't have deer here. We have bluebirds and squirrels. But when I lived in Colombia, it was a different animal. The song is all in Spanish. I'll translate. It's a true story, okay? So I'll translate absolutely everything so you can all understand. Desde la hamaca de mi jardín, yo veo un bello amanecer, mientras que el sol comienza a salir, yo tranquilita me tomo un café. So when I was little, about 6 or 7 years old, I'd go downstairs to my backyard, lay in a hammock, and drink coffee before going to school. I'm sure you grew up with that, Kabir. And all of a sudden, a lizard about this big would visit my backyard. And because I'm from Colombia, it was an iguana from Barranquilla. And because she came every day, I called her Pepa. So this song is called Iguana Pepa. And it's that iguana story. De repente la veo pasar a la iguana Pepa con su caminar, verde como las esmeraldas, moviendo su cola como si tuviera falda, y allí va a comerse las flores de mi mamá. So the sneaky iguana would eat every single flower in my mom's backyard. Now, if you're listening, you can imagine my mom was really upset about this because her beautiful garden was looking hideous with this iguana just munching on absolutely everything. The iguana was so sneaky, she would do other things. Listen up. Se come todas las bugambilias, las cayenas y las orquídeas, va hasta el frutero de la cocina y se dirige hacia la piscina. Allá en el agua se va a nadar y en el techo se pone a solear. La iguana Pepa, qué gusto se da, se cree la reina de este lugar. De repente la veo pasar a la iguana Pepa con su caminar, verde como las esmeraldas, moviendo su cola como si tuviera falda, y allí va a comerse las flores de mi mamá. So not only would she eat the flowers, she would jump into our swimming pool, which we were not allowed to use if she was in the swimming pool, because who wants to go swimming with an iguana? Absolutely nobody. She would also go into our kitchen and eat the fruit out of the fruit basket. The iguana was out of control. So every time the iguana came to visit, I felt that I needed to shoo her away. So I would say, no, 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 Pepa. And maybe you can say no wherever you are. Let's shoo Pepa the iguana away. We say, no, 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 Pepa. Las flores no son ensaladas para iguanas. No, 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 Pepa. Vete ya, run away. Que mi mamá se va a enojar because my mom was getting so mad. And then guess what happened? Hasta que mi mamá salió de la cocina. So my mom comes out of the kitchen. Con escoba en mano, furibunda, ella decía. She had a broom in her hand. Esta iguana ha destruido mi jardín. That iguana, she destroyed my garden. That's what my mom yelled. She doesn't like me telling this story. A escobazos yo le voy a dar su fin. I'm gonna whack that iguana with a broom. True story, Kabir. 100% true. Out goes my mom into the backyard, chasing Pepa the iguana all over the place. And the only thing that I could think to say, obviously, was, run! Run, Pepa, run! Now, testing your Spanish, do you know how to say run in Spanish?
Correr.
Good job! Woo! 100 points for Javier. Corre. So we're gonna say, corre, 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 Pepa. Here we go. Corre, 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 Pepa. Vete ya que mi mamá ya está enojada. Corre, 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 iguana, Pepa. Ya se va la iguana huyendo y asustada, ya se va. She ran away. Ya la iguana Pepa no la vi más. And then I never really saw her again. A la iguana Pepa no la vi más. She escaped though. She was safe. A la iguana Pepa no la vi más. I always feel like I need to clarify that. She made it. Y si algún día ves un jardín sin flores lindas que lucir, if you ever see a garden that has no flowers at all, yo te aseguro Pepa está allí, con panza llena y muy feliz. I assure you Pepa's living there, eating all those flowers. The end. Standing ovation. You see, it's good to tell stories about your mom, I guess.
Yeah.
Even if they're crazy.
Give it up for Nathalia and Brian.
And look up your left. Oh, flowers! Flowers! Oh, so beautiful. Flowers. Thank you, thank you. Oh, they're for Brian. I thought they were for me. Okay, Brian, they're for you. Oh, he's receiving them. Wow. More flowers.
back.
No, those are for me now. Oh, thank you. So beautiful. Where did he go? I don't know. It's Juan Carlos. We're getting so much applause. Thank you, Juan Carlos. And the flowers. And the hearts. I'm feeling the love. Gracias. Oh, they won't. They won't stop, Javier. Wow.
Were you saying something? Juan Carlos is hooking you up. And we got a woo.
Silvia.
Let me know when it gets uncomfortable, because I'll keep going.
Oh, okay. I'll keep on waiting.
Sergio, look,
Like a queen.
Sergio's hooking you up too. Look at Sergio.
Ooh, Sergio. Thank you.
Wonderful. You both are incredible. Such mirth and happiness for a Saturday afternoon. Thank you for being on the show. Always great having you. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you. Thank you
We-
for the invitation. This has been
Everyone,
wonderful.
please go to. Of course. Please go to nataliamusic.com to check out. Do you want to say something?
No.
Okay, check them out on their website. They're working on new material. Check out the last album on radio and on Spotify. Also buy their stuff and find them on all social media. You know where to find them. Also, for those of you watching, pop quiz time. Do you know what the word of the day was? If you can give me the word of the day, we will give you a prize on the screen. So drop a comment if you know what the word of the day was. And I do want to give a shout out to the sound and tech team, Sandra and Camilo. They are quite a pair, Colombian, I think Venezuelan pair. So they've overcome borders to provide this incredible audio service. They're one of the best audio teams I've ever worked with. They're based in Queens. They're open for business. Check out their website. Let's put it up on the screen. Soundworksrecording.com. They have 2 lovely perros, and the dogs' names are Maui and Oreo. If you mention one of their dog names, you'll get a discount on the audio services. So please reach out to them as well. Engineers, artists, producers coming together to bring the show to you every single day. Tonight, we have a great show. We have the wonderful Linda Briseño, who will be joining us. And tomorrow, we have the incomparable Regina Carter on violin. And then Monday is Joey Alexander. So that is that. Yes, on Instagram, Bruce has got the right question on Instagram. And it is Bufo. So let's if we can do a little shout out to Bruce on the card. Shout out to Bruce for saying Bufo is the word of the day. If we can get up there. And I want everyone to know that we're doing this every single day, 10 p.m. Eastern. We have prizes. We're going to be issuing prizes now for those of you watching throughout the show. And please keep it parked here at 10 p.m. Eastern every single day. We'll see you tonight. Have a good afternoon. Those of you who are going to nap, happy napping. Stay safe. Stay home and stay at peace. Shout out to Bruce. Good night.